Without a doubt, in the 2025 Formula One season, Ferrari's decision to sign seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton has triggered a domino effect that has impacted not only Carlos Sainz, but the entire structure of the Scuderia. After nearly two-thirds of the season, it is evident that drivers who have embarked on a new professional chapter are among those facing the most significant challenges. This highlights a fundamental point. The transitive property, which assumes that a driver's absolute value automatically transfers across teams, does not apply in Formula One. Performance is not an isolated quality. It is always the result of a complex combination of factors, including the car's technical capabilities, the driver's adaptability, team dynamics, and environmental conditions. To clarify, Carlos Sainz is now earning a significantly higher salary than Alex Albon, which is a notable difference compared to his situation at Ferrari, alongside Charles Leclerc. The Thai driver is undoubtedly talented and extremely quick, showing impressive pace in qualifying and races, but it is not accurate to compare his abilities directly to those of Charles Leclerc. The Monegasque driver has a deep understanding of the cars produced by Ferrari, having grown with the team over several seasons and learning to extract every tenth of a second from the SF25 under varying conditions. Carlos Sainz, in his first year at Ferrari, even managed to finish the season ahead of the Monegasque in certain races. This accomplishment is remarkable considering his limited familiarity with the Italian racing environment, the language, and the inner workings of the team. The process of building mutual understanding between the Spaniard and the Ferrari team, led by technical director James Vowles, has proven far more complex than many expected. Unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton, despite his vast experience and 7 world titles, is encountering a similar situation in Maranello, suggesting that no level of past success can fully prepare a driver for the unique challenges of Ferrari. The arrival of the Stevenage-born champion at Ferrari generated enormous anticipation, not only within the team, but across the global Formula One fan base. Fans were convinced that Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc could immediately challenge for the Drivers' Championship, creating a thrilling new narrative for the sport. However, these expectations were not moderated by the drivers themselves, but were instead constrained by the reality of the car, the SF25, which, once again, proved to be underperforming relative to rivals. Months later, Ferrari team principal Frédéric Vasseur publicly admitted that there had been misjudgments in evaluating the challenges of integrating a driver of Lewis Hamilton's caliber into the team. The head of the Ferrari racing division noted that the team had underestimated the challenges posed by such a significant environmental change for Lewis. Fred Vasseur admitted that, quite naively, the factory staff assumed the Briton would adapt effortlessly and have everything under control, showing an adaptation process strikingly similar to that of Carlos Sainz. Yet, the difference is that the current Williams driver has extensive experience with multiple teams across different racing series, which has made him more versatile and better able to handle change. Lewis Hamilton, by contrast, has spent the vast majority of his career within the highly structured and technically refined environment of Mercedes. While this has honed his ability to win and extract maximum performance from a car, it may have also instilled a sense of rigidity regarding methods and procedures. Even in a car that has so far proven far from competitive, Hamilton often appears out of place at Ferrari, as if his usual approach is incompatible with the team's structure and dynamics. During his long and successful tenure with the Silver Arrows, Hamilton likely developed the belief that there is a single set of winning methods, those that worked at Mercedes, and that these could be applied universally. Perhaps the most significant challenge is that Lewis Hamilton, through his detailed dossiers and technical input, seeks to replicate the Mercedes model in Italy. While this proactive approach demonstrates leadership and initiative, it clashes with Ferrari's organizational culture, which is historically distinct from the German team's operational structure. In Formula One, the most successful teams have always required flexibility from all parties, including drivers, engineers, and management. Without adaptability, even the most talented drivers struggle to reach their potential, regardless of past achievements. It cannot be assumed that one of the greatest champions in Formula One history is no longer capable of securing pole positions, podiums, and victories. This is true even when driving a car that is not perfectly competitive or free of technical issues. After all, in the last 3 seasons at Mercedes, the Black King demonstrated that he remains fully intact in terms of raw speed, racecraft, and motivation. The fact that he has not yet been able to consistently bring the SF25 close to the pace of Charles Leclerc speaks volumes about the challenges posed not by Lewis Hamilton himself, but by the adaptation to Ferrari's unique environment. This brings us to a critical point. Hamilton has not yet Italianized. He continues to approach the team and racing with a British mindset, attempting to apply his Mercedes-honed strategies in a context where they may not be fully effective. Understanding the Italian model, embracing the team's culture, workflow, and technical philosophy is essential for Lewis Hamilton to maximize his performance. Perhaps this first season will serve as a crucial learning experience, helping him understand how to adjust his approach while Ferrari works toward producing a truly competitive car. Once the SF25 evolves into a championship-caliber machine, many of the current challenges could be significantly mitigated, allowing Hamilton to exploit his full potential. In practical terms, the Briton must learn to balance his technical expertise with the realities of a new team environment. Ferrari's SF25, while showing promise in specific areas such as aerodynamics and tire management, has revealed weaknesses in other crucial aspects including balance, traction, and consistency. Unlike Mercedes, where Lewis Hamilton had the luxury of a perfectly tuned workflow and a car designed to complement his driving style, Ferrari requires a more adaptive and collaborative approach. This includes understanding the nuances of the Italian team's engineering culture, the communication style of key figures like Frédéric Vasseur and James Vowles, and the subtleties of working within a team that has historically operated differently from Mercedes. For Ferrari, integrating a driver of Lewis Hamilton's caliber also requires patience and flexibility. The team must ensure that his technical suggestions are harmonized with the existing design philosophy, rather than imposing a wholesale replication of the Mercedes model. The balance between driver input and team cohesion is delicate, and misalignment can lead to performance stagnation, as we are witnessing in the 2025 Formula One season. If Lewis Hamilton can adapt to the Italian model while Ferrari continues to develop the SF25 into a genuinely competitive machine, the potential for both the driver and the team is immense. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton could form one of the most formidable driver pairings in recent memory, capable of challenging for both the Constructors' and Drivers' Championships. The learning curve for Hamilton may be steep, but it is not insurmountable. By embracing a hybrid approach, combining his Mercedes-honed technical insights with Ferrari's distinct culture and workflow, he could unlock a new chapter of success in his career. In conclusion, the Ferrari-Lewis Hamilton partnership in 2025 is a fascinating case study in the complexity of Formula One performance. It illustrates that even the most successful drivers cannot rely solely on past achievements when facing a new team environment. Adaptability, cultural understanding, and patience are as critical as raw speed and racecraft. While the Britain's integration into Ferrari has been challenging so far, there is every reason to believe that with the right adjustments, both from the driver and the team, he can once again compete at the very highest level, potentially transforming the SF25 from a car of limitations into a championship contending machine.